Behold, a son shall be born. In verse 8, but the word of the Lord came to me, saying, thou hast. But the word of the Lord came to me, saying, thou hast shed blood abundantly, and hast made great wars. Thou shalt not build a house unto my name, because thou hast shed much blood unto the earth in my sight. Verse 9, behold, a son shall be born to thee, who shall be a man of rest, and I'll give him rest from all his enemies and about. For his name shall be Solomon, and I will give peace and quietness unto Israel in his days. He shall build a house for my name, and he shall be my son, and I will be his father. I want you to know that all your children are God's children. A child will be born unto you, but he shall be my son, and I shall be his father. Every one of the children you have that you say, my son, yes, they are, but they are God's sons, and he is their father. So in the master plan of what we do to them, what we do for them, God is the ultimate authority. He should determine what is done and what shall be done with them. And it says, now my son, the Lord be with thee. Now this is David who is telling Solomon what he wants to see in his life. And then he says, now my son, the Lord be with thee and prosper thee, and build the house of the Lord thy God as he has said to thee. Only the Lord give thee wisdom and understanding. And he tells him, if you do this 13, then thou shalt prosper, if thou taketh heed to fulfill the statutes and judgments which the Lord has given me. Are we making our children to understand that their prosperity is tied to their obedience? The longevity of their life tied to their obedience. Many kids are dying prematurely now. You find parents burying children instead of children burying their parents out of mere disobedience. How they live their lives, what they expose, their living is a risk factor, reducing their lives. 14, now behold, in my trouble I have prepared for the house of the Lord 100,000. So David runs through his preparation. He says, even in my trouble I have prepared. In 17 says, verse 17, David also commanded all the princes of Israel to help Solomon his son. As you are preparing a legacy for your children, be in the habit of introducing them to people who help them in case you are gone. Let your business partners know your sons and have a relationship with them. I've seen children who have collected nothing after their father dies because there's no relationship between the partner they had and the children. Actually, I've seen a funeral where at the funeral, a man just arrives and says, oh, in case you did not know, I am your father's business partner. The children have never seen him. David does not only end with what he has prepared. He says he calls on the princes, introduces Solomon to them, and says, you help this boy when I'm gone. Begin to prepare. Introduce your children to some bankers. Introduce them to some vice chancellor. Introduce them to somebody that in the day that you are gone, they can walk in and say, yes, the son of Mavuto. Yes, the daughter of Njovu. Yes, and they can deal with your children the way David dealt with the children of Jonathan when he was gone.